heartbeat of competition, the drama of the moment. This is NASCAR on Mick Blam Racing.
Mick Blam Racing, your place for broadcast-style gameplay, presents NASCAR. Today, live from the Darlington International Raceway in South Carolina, it's the running of the Mountain Dew Southern 500. Thousands of race fans come here for this traditional event as we honor NASCAR's roots at a track that has spawned many names over the years, including Too Tough to Tame. Because to win here, drivers will have to take on a track with an attitude like no other. Who has what it takes to survive Darlington? We are just moments away from finding out as the stars of the sport take to the track to do battle with the Lady in Black.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
And here's the starting lineup for the race. The 83 car, the NASCAR Western Cup points leader, will be starting for the pole. In the second row are the DeWalt Power Tools Ford and the Valvoline Pontiac. Starting the race from row 3 are the 46 car and the 117 car. The fourth row has the 26 car and the 88 car. Starting the race from row 5 will be the Altel Ford and the Target Dodge. In row 6 we have the Lowe Chevrolet and the Interstate Batteries Pontiac. Starting from row 7 will be the Kodak Chevrolet and the 19 car. In the 8th row are the Motorcraft Ford and the 27 car. In the 9th row, we have the 63 car and the Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet. In the 10th row are the Rubbermaid Ford and the Singular Wireless Chevrolet. Starting the race from row 11 are the Mark Martin Ford and the Ganassi Racing Dodge. The 12th row has the Home Depot Pontiac and the Hamilton Ford. Starting the race from row 13 will be the 142 car and the DeBlanc Chevrolet. In row 14 we have the Dale Jr. Chevrolet and the Team Rusty Ford. Starting from row 15 will be the Kellogg Chevrolet and the Citgo Ford. In the 16th row are the UAW Delphi Chevrolet and the 133 car. In the 17th row are the Dodge Dealers UAW Dodge and the Caterpillar Dodge. In the 18th row are the M&M's Pontiac and the Tide Ford. Starting the race from row 19 are the GM Goodwrench Service Plus Chevrolet and the 45 car. The 20th row has the Pennzoil Chevrolet and the 16 car. Starting the race from row 21 will be the Square D Chevrolet and the America Online Chevrolet. And finally, starting from the rear of the field will be the 143 car.
And there you have it, guys. There is the starting lineup for the field. It's given by MRN. The voice of NASCAR, Joe Moore and Barty Hall. It's been a little bit since we've seen Scott Wimmer and Ron Hornaday up here towards the front, so good qualifying effort for them. The 88's not too far behind, but once again, it's the Mike and Mike show on the front row. By the way, a little challenge for you today is to try to guess what our throwback paint scheme is before the end of the video. No cheating, because I'll be looking. I'll know. Don't worry about how, but I will know. But for right now, we're going to turn it over to a good friend of the sport to give the start of this race.
Look at the crowd. They're on their feet waving as the green flag waves. And the Mountain Dew Southern 500 rolls at Darlington.
First lap is complete here around Darlington, getting some real pressure from behind from that 98 of Mike Brown. But here comes Matt Kenseth charging around the outside. That is the preferred way to go around here. Look at him go! Down the back straightaway. He has the advantage going into turn number 3. We throw it into turn 3, trying to get the advantage on him. Almost clear off turn number 4. We're going to be side by side, and when we come to the line, Matt Kenseth is going to lead lap number 2 of this race. Followed by myself. Oh, big contact into turn number 1. Can't really do that. Go side by side into that corner, and it's just a little bit too tight there. Mike Brown tries to take advantage of that. Here comes Matt Kenseth jumping down on the inside now. He thinks of a better way around this racetrack, which is really the best place to go. Yeah, turn 1 and 2 can't really do the whole side-by-side thing. Oh, we slid up the racetrack a whole lot there, right up against that wall. We touched the wall just slightly, get ourselves our first cut of Darlington stripe as we get into Johnny Benson. Benson falls back. He stacks the rest of the field up. No caution. Everyone gathers it back up. But my gosh, we are in the thick of it. Oh man, really loose off of turn number 4 that time. Yeah, we are in the thick of it. These cold tires are not being our friend right now, as we have earned our first Darlington stripe here. But yeah, we are really loose off of the turn, which is something we didn't really have that much of a problem with earlier on when we did this race, both last year and earlier this season at the Carolina Dodge Dealers 400. Matt Kenseth out to a healthy lead right now, looking to the inside of Mike Brown, but yeah, side by side's not really going to work in turn number 2. Ryan Newman all over our back bumper currently. He's going to round out the top 5. Everyone else kind of running towards the back there. We make a big dive bomb move to the inside, 3 wide off turn number 4 to get back into the second spot. Oh no! Scott Wimmer looks like he got loose up on the top of the racetrack. Mike Brown might have got into him. That stacked these guys up a little bit. Ryan Newman moves his way into 3rd. Now we're chasing down Matt Kenseth to see if we can inherit that lead back. Tires have started to come in. We're a bit more stable. So yeah, we're a bit more stable now. Yeah, like on cold tires is that the car doesn't seem to handle as well, but the tires start to come in. Once the tires, like I say, everything heats up, lay some rubber down on the racetrack, even though I know it doesn't really work like that in these older games, but I do notice that colder tires is kind of an issue this particular season. But then, like I said, car starts to come to us, and we're able to make something work as we make a big move to the inside of Matt Kenseth side by side. Kenseth leads that lap by 0.2 of a second. So we're going side by side into turn 1 and turn 2. That's not the way to do it. I don't think so. Matt Kenseth maintains the speed, running around the high side. He's going to run the high side again, once again in turns 3 and 4. I don't know about that, Matt. But see, he has the advantage because we're not going to be able to clear him before we go into turn number 1. We'll have to really throw it in there, but he throws it in there equally as hard. And he's able to really keep that momentum going on the top side. Man, if only our car could do that. You know, like the handling model doesn't really allow for that running the top side here at Darlington. But it looks like turns 3 and 4 is our bread and butter, as it has been for a while. We did manage to lead that lap, only by 2/1000ths of a second. Oh, got it into Matt Kenseth. Tight squeeze up against the wall. He relinquishes the spot. And now we're leading as he is all over us, getting us loose, taking the air off of our spoiler just a little bit. Oh, but he's charging back on the outside in turn number 3. Where did he get that run from? And here comes Ryan Newman. Ryan Newman is in the picture. Mike Brown charging back up towards the front. Slight contact in turn number 2. Here comes Matt Kenseth running that outside lane once again. He's got help from Ryan Newman. And it looks like Mike Brown is going to kind of go with the bottom lane. Scott Wimber also goes to the top. But yeah, Mike Brown's going with us. So we're going to be side by side going into turn 1. Almost 2x2. But here comes... Ooh, slight contact there. Maybe not. Ryan Newman's going to challenge on the outside for the second spot now. We're trying to get around Matt Kenseth. Can't quite clear him off turn number 4, but here comes Mike Brown challenging for the third spot. Now we're going to be 2x2 going into turn number 1. Ooh, slight contact. We slid up just a little bit. Mike Brown looking all over, trying to get around us. Kenseth and I bang doors down the back straightaway. Here we go into turn number 3. Going to try to get the run off turn number 4, but here comes Mike Brown, who took a big peek to the inside. Got us loose off of turn number 4, but we managed to maintain the top position. Matt Kenseth really making that top side work. We have to play the Department of Defense here. We don't know what line to go with. We know we don't want to give up the bottom. Ryan Newman dives off, goes down pit road. I believe that was him. No, that was not him. Okay. I'm not sure who that was that just drove off and went down pit road, but pit strategy is in effect already. So that car handling starting to handle car's starting to handle a little bit better, but here comes Mike Brown and looks to the inside. He gets up into Ryan Newman. Big contact down in through turns 3 and 4.
Should have gave him room.
Everybody gathers it back up once again.
Still here.
I did not think he would. I thought he would back out of it. I thought for sure he would back out of that, but he went all the way down on the apron, slid up into us, got into our left rear.
Should have known he was going to dive bomb
That
it.
almost took us out, but he almost took himself out as well as Ryan Newman. And now Bobby Labonte is in the picture. Labonte's looking to get up in this mix now, as we are just one lap away from halfway through this particular race. But it's tough. These guys are not making it easy on us whatsoever. Low fuel warning from our crew chief, but nothing to worry about there. We've got plenty to go to the end as we're going to try to come down pit road. And I don't know where the pit road entry is. There it is. Okay. Mike Brown took advantage of that. That cost us quite a bit of time. Yeah, that cost us quite a bit of time, like just not knowing where the pit road entry was and getting down on the grass. But looks like Mike Brown also got held up on pit road, so that's not going to be good for him. Spencer's down pit road. But we got some. We do have a fast pit crew. I will say that, so that might help us out a little bit here. The pit crew has been on it these past few races, and I have nothing to complain about. All right.
Phenomenal. phenomenal.
Really good pit stop there. Got us out in front of Mike Brown, the 98. So GG pit crew once again. Okay. Gonna fall back a little bit, but not much. And oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, Mike? There's not room for that. Oh man, that cost us quite a bit. As we Kevin Harvick! Harvick comes down on us, trying to get to pit road while we're there, and that just really screwed us up. Oh, their tempers are big time flaring right now. Kevin Harvick just came down on us like we weren't even there.
Thanks, Kevin.
And now we have lost so much time on the leaders that might have cost us the race. I don't know. We have 16 laps here as we come to the line. Kevin Harvick should be coming down soon now. Like, you've got plenty of track now, Harvick. You've got plenty of track. Alright, Harvick is still keeping these guys a lap down, and he is kind of all over us right now. Yeah, tempers flaring here at Darlington, and we're not giving Harvick any benefit of the doubt right now. We're trying to stay on the lead lap as well as waiting for this. We're kind of waiting for this guy to come down pit road. He should have come down by now. I don't know how he's staying out this long. I mean, obviously he needed to get down pit road really, really badly, to the point where it just didn't matter that we were underneath of him. But now he's just, yeah, he's just kind of being a pest right now. He's all over our back bumper, getting us loose. Spotter's letting us know if he gets by, he's going to put us a lap down. Maybe that's the strategy right now. Maybe that's the revenge he's going for. So if he puts us a lap down and the caution comes out, we'll be stuck unless we can get by him once again. And I can guarantee you that if we go a lap down and the caution comes out, we will not be a lap down for long. And as a matter of fact, it might be a possibility that the 29 winds up being that caution. So a little bit of a controversy, a little bit of a tussle going on between the former teammates. But emphasis on the word former.
Go down pit road.
We're currently running 12. My gosh, he just won't come down pit road. Kevin Harvick is being just being Kevin Harvick, I guess. Yeah, like he should have come down pit road a long time ago, and he's really causing us to have to drive defensively. Because we're not far from the leaders. We're not far from them. But yeah, there's a couple of things that went wrong there. You know, the first one being Mike Brown, who was coming up into traffic while I was above him. There goes Harvick finally coming down pit road, so we were able to kind of run some clean hot laps around here now. But the first one was Mike Brown kind of coming up into traffic, and I moved up to avoid him. And I know there was still quite a bit of room, but I felt like he was just coming up, like he would have just came up like I wasn't there. And that caused me to get into Jimmy Johnson. That cost us some time. And then all the time was lost when Kevin Harvick just decided to enter pit road while I was, you know, underneath of him. This is one of those things where, like, where it'd be kind of nice to know that, you know, if the car is pitting. And I know they've tried to add that in future games where they say, like, hey, car ahead's pitting. But they never really tell you who. You know, so if they said like, hey, 29's trying to come down pit road, obviously, hey, I'm going to back out of that. But I don't know that he's coming down pit road. I didn't even know what, you know, if he was, you know, if he had pit already or not, you know. I didn't know any of that. But that cost us a lot of time. I can guarantee you that we won't forget that. We're currently sitting P11 with, there's not a whole lot of laps to go. It's going to be 8 to go when we come to the line here. And I believe Matt Kenseth is out front. I feel like Matt Kenseth would be out front. Or is that Matt Kenseth right here in front of us? I should have been paying attention to the leaderboard, but yeah, I'm not sure who is out front. It might be Dale Jarrett for all we know. Mike Brown is in that mix down there, up there, I should say, as well as Scott Wimmer. We're starting to pull on these guys quite a bit. And here's Ryan Newman. Yeah, so that's Ricky Rudd, Ryan Newman. Ricky Rudd has moved up quite a few spots. I think Ricky Rudd started towards mid-pack. Not sure where Dale Jarrett is. Dale Jarrett started up in the top 10, so I would figure he'd be up here if he's not leading, but you never know sometimes. So I'm going to try to get around these guys as cleanly as possible. But, you know, it's hard. It's hard here at Darlington, so 5 seconds to the leader, not many laps to go. We're side by side with Ricky Rudd, now up into the top 10, trying to get the 9th spot away from the 28, but he's going to have the run on the high side. He'll have the advantage going in there. We're going to go into turn number 3. Try to get around Mike Brown, who's playing real defensive right now. Little tap to the 98, let him know that we're not all that happy with him. As we go to the inside of Jimmy Johnson. Tried to give us a big squeeze that pushed us below the apron. He's going to have the run on the high side. Not quite. Here comes Ryan Newman. Trying to play a little bit of defense here as we try to get to the inside of Scott Wimmer off turn number 4. We're side by side. Up into P7. 5 seconds still to the leader. Haven't really gained any time on him. Up into P6 right now. Ryan Newman trying to follow us on through. He's got some damage to that number 12 Penske Racing Dodge. Trying to run a clean line off turn number 4. Ryan Newman was unable to get underneath of us. He started to shove. We got Sterling Marlin and Mark Martin to worry about right now. 3 laps to go here at Darlington in the Southern 500. This race has eluded us since the beginning of this career mode. Do we have enough to get up to the front and contend and finally get us a Southern 500 win? We won at this track earlier this season. Can we go for the sweep? 4 seconds to go with 2 laps remaining. It's going to be a tall order, but we got to get around Mark Martin. We are sitting in a solid P5. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think this is going to be too tall of an order here. As we come off turn number 4. White flag in the air. One more time around. Now Jarrett is up there in P3. Ooh, got into the quarter panel of Mark Martin. That moved him out of the way. But it might be all for naught. I don't think we got anything for these guys. We've closed in quite a bit, but it is just not enough. As I believe that is Matt Kenseth coming off turn number 4. And he's going to win the Southern 500 here at Darlington. We're going to come home P4.
It's all right.
And, oh, no, was Bobby Labonte. Bobby Labonte wins the Southern 500. All right.
Not a single caution lap was run in the whole race.
Whoa, that doesn't happen very often. It makes you pay a whole lot more for any mistakes. You don't have the cushion of yellow flags to get caught up.
Until next time, everybody, this is Joe Moore along with Barney Hall saying thank you for joining us for today's NASCAR Winston Cup race.
Alright, so here are the race results for the Southern 500 here at Darlington. Bobby Labonte gets his first win of the season, I believe. First win. How about it, Bobby? You did good, man. You did good. The 17 of Matt Kenseth actually comes in second. I actually thought Kenseth was up ahead of... actually, I thought Kenseth was in the lead. He had a real strong car. Real strong. I was actually kind of hoping it was him up there. but yeah, Matt Kenseth just
wasn't quite strong enough. He comes in second. Dale Jarrett, Mr. Thunder 03, finishes third. And we finish fourth, and rounding out the top 5 is Mark Martin. 6th is Sterling Marlin, 7th is Ryan Newman, 8th is Scott Wimmer, 9th is Jimmy Johnson, and rounding out the top 10, Mr. Mike Brown. Here is the rest of the field where you can pick out your favorite driver. Winner's purse of $181,000. No cautions. 12 lead changes. Oh my gosh. Time of race 18:11. Average speed of 162 miles per hour. And the margin of victory 1.6 seconds just about, man. Labonte was gone after the pit stops. I don't know. He had one heck of a pit stop. My gosh. All right, Jeff Purvis is out of the race on lap 20, so that's going to hurt him in the points quite a bit. That's going to hurt him a lot. Kenny Schrader, looks like he finished on the lead. Oh, he finished just one lap down. Everyone else finished on the lead lap. And of course, we got to check out our other protege here. We know that Mike Brown finished in the top 10. But now we have to find Amy Hicks. Okay, 17. She maintained position for a decent top 20. And okay, John finished back in 14th. He might have got leapfrogged again by Dale Jarrett. We'll have to see. Junior in 13th. So yeah, we'll just have to see what the points look like. And here's what it looks like after Darlington. We're still in the lead. Only 500 points, though. Only by 500 points. But Dale Jarrett closed in big time after finishing in the top 10 here at Darlington. Jonathan Wolf finished 14th, so he lost some points to Dale, but he's still maintaining the second spot. Richmond's usually a good place for the 24. They usually run really good there, so I'm expecting them to try to to gain some more. Dale Jarrett, he's either on or he's off at Richmond. It's one or the other, and I'm not sure which one is going to show up here at this second Richmond race. And then you have Tony Stewart in 4th, 619 points out. Let's look at the awards for the week. We have another poll, of course. Bobby Labonte led the most laps of the race. Okay, that does make sense. Sterling Marlin led the most. He moved up the most spots of this race. I need to go back and look and see where he started. Fastest pace of the race goes to Kevin Harvick. Frick that guy. Audrey Smith was the rookie of the race. Okay, and Bobby Labonte with the most exciting pass of the race. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, this is weird because I was obviously faster than Harvick. And I'll talk about it later. I'm still mad. Yeah, I'm still pretty mad. Anyway, Rookie of the Year standings: Ricky Wawak, Winston Kelly in second, Mark Jacobs in third. Nothing's really changed amongst the top 5 here. Not sure if any of these guys were in the race. I know we had Audrey Smith, who is now in the picture. Okay, Audrey Smith's now in the picture. Still have a ways to climb. We don't have many races left. I think the race is still on between the top 5. Ooh, maybe not even the top 5. Maybe the top 3. We'll have to see. Again, it just depends on who's in the race and who isn't. So that's like I said. This is the exciting race right here. We got us another poll. No need to look there. Jackpot 5. Ooh, I think. Yeah, okay, so we are a Noble 5 contender here at Richmond. So we have the opportunity to get us another $1 million on top of that. Dale Jarrett was the last person that won a Noble 5. Nobody won at the Coca-Cola 600. Nobody won at Daytona. Unfortunately, we didn't get a top 5 at Lowe's, which would have set us up for $1 million at Daytona. But, it's one of those things. Manufacturer championship, 50, just straight up 50 points. Chevy's leading Ford, followed by Pontiac and Dodge. Looks like Pontiac's starting to pull away from Dodge just a little bit now as we get to the end of the season. Lap champion, 256 laps led on the season. You have Mark Martin, Ryan Newman, John Wolf, Sterling Marlin, Dale Jarrett Jr. Where is Labonte? Labonte. Okay, that is 14 laps led on the season. I wonder, did all 14 of those come at Darlington, I wonder? I feel like he led somewhere else. But he's now tied with Rusty Wallace. And I do want to check something because I do think that was Labonte's first win. And I believe I am correct. Yes, that is Labonte's first win of the season. So congratulations to Bobby Labonte. If I could have got to you, I would have stole it from you, buddy. If I could have got to you, I would have stole it from you. But alas, no victory for the Gray Ghost. Yes, this is, if you're sticking around to the end now, this is Bobby Allen's 1981 Gray Ghost paint scheme. Throwback. So hopefully you didn't cheat and try to skip to this particular point in the video and put it down in the comments below. But yeah, I'm pretty mad. I'm pretty mad about that, man. That's one of those things, like, I kind of felt like some people were ahead coming down pit road ahead of me, and I just kind of figured that Harvick wouldn't do that since I was right below him, but he just came down like I wasn't there, and then I couldn't get off of him despite me trying to get out of the gas on the brakes, and it was just like I was really mad. I was really mad, and I was really, truly considering letting him by so I could dump him, because I was full. It just wouldn't get off me after that. That's why I'm like, I think he was getting a toe off of me, which is why he logged the fastest lap. But yeah, I was really considering letting him by because, like, I was having kind of like the, that NASCAR 6, NASCAR 7 thing, where they get right up on your bumper, and if they're right there, they could take the air off your, take the air off your spoiler a little bit, just kind of take the air off the rear of your car and start to get you loose. And I experienced that a lot with these guys, like right up my butt. And he was doing that to me, and I was to the point like where I was already angry. I was already mad that he, came down on me like that, and likely cost me the win, because I feel like if I would have stuck with them, I could have just, came out and I mean, some of that does go to, some of that goes to Mike Brown himself, because he's coming up and I'm like, dude, you're making me LePage the field here, and causing me problems. And it just, there was an amalgamation of things. Which is why, like, when I got to Mike, I didn't have any problem moving him out of the way, but I was full on, like, if it had continued one more lap, I would have let him by and just turned him into the outside wall. I would have just wrecked him, because I was getting that frustrated, getting that upset, because, like, man, I was running really, really well, and then here this fool comes and pretty much kind of ruined our race there. So it's unfortunate, especially since the pit crew was like they were on it, man. They've been on it the past year. I would probably say last week was a little sluggish, slightly. Bristol's a little sluggish, but man, Michigan, that was fast, and today they were on it. And when they're on it like that, I want to bring something home for them. That really burned me up, man. That really burned me up. I was like, say, one more lap, and Kevin Harvick was going to be a caution. He was talking about, like, you had the MRN there talking about no cautions at the end of the race, no cautions this race, and I'm just like, rare caution-free race, and I was like, there was about to be one. There was about to be one, because he got under my skin, so I was so mad. But anyway, guys, hope you didn't cheat. We know what the paint scheme is right now, but hope you enjoy this little special that we did. Even though it's nothing new, but I like doing these little specials or whatever. But anyway, we're going back to our green MBNA paint scheme next week at Richmond, and gonna probably hopefully have some excitement, but more so looking to just destroy the field because I feel like I need that right now. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thank you for tuning into NASCAR Winston Cup Series Racing here on McLam Racing. If you enjoy these races, I do them every weekend following the NASCAR Cup Series IRL. So be sure to subscribe, click the notification bell so you don't miss an upload. Leave a like on the video to support this series, and as always, comment down below. You know what? In addition to guessing the paint scheme, in addition to guessing the paint scheme and not cheating, because I'm not telling you right now, so but in addition to that, comment below #robbery. #robbery. Put that down in the comments below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you this coming Saturday at Richmond.